Yo everyone, this is Gard. I wanted to play some 4D Minesweeper in this video, and I think I don't know, man. I'll explain how this game works and my thought process as I'm playing. We're gonna start a new game. We're doing it at a pretty easy mode, like 20 mines. So it's gonna be a grid of 5 by 5 grid of 5 by 5 grids. Uh, Basically how you want to start the game is usually you click one of the corners like this one. This is terribly optimized, so it takes a while, and we actually got a pretty good board. So what I'll first do is check this. Okay, it doesn't actually tell me anything. Basically everything everything blue is how many corners it's around. So you'll see, like, for this one you have the ones around it like in normal minesweeper, but you also have like these ones, and these ones. So for this one it'll be like all the blue ones, and actually as I see this, there's only one that is being highlighted in the blue. So this one is, so you have the zeros here. You have to like click the zeros to like pop them, if that makes sense. uh a trick you can do is, like, you see there it's 1 and 1, so like it's only adding 1. So basically, like, the area gets bigger, but there's like no difference in mine. So you know that the new additions, that being this one and this one right here, are free, so you can just pop them like that. You can do the same for like these, because it's a 2 and 2, and like the grid gets bigger, but nothing gets added, if that makes sense. So you can just do that a couple of times and you can start like to dig at it, if that makes sense. It's not a hard game, you just kind of have to know what you're doing. Here, usually what you want to do is like start in the corner, start digging to the middle, and then through the middle you can do the corners, if that makes sense. Because like you have shit like 6, and like this is just 1, but I cannot check, like, it's a bit, you kind of have to get experience to understand what I'm saying in this one. Let me see, you just gotta find the sweet spot where it just tells you exactly what you want to know. Like, not here, no, wait, okay, so another trick, I think. Oh wait, interesting. What? Am I stupid? Oh no, wait. Shit, never mind. So this one it says 2, and it only has 2, that being this one and this one. So if you pop these 2, there you go. Let me see. You always pop the zeros because it's like basically free info, and in this game, info is gold. You need that shit. It also works here, like the grids are getting bigger. If you notice, it's like these ones and these ones are the same except for the top ones, but it's still 1, so you know that this isn't, this is a fake one, so you're good. You can do the same here, but it doesn't give you anything. From here to from here to here. Never mind. Again, you just gotta keep finding that sweet spot. Like, yeah, no, fuck. Wait, let me just. You can pop this, cause yeah. All right, so let me just try to. You can pop these 2. one of these two is a bomb. The sweet spot you'll find is usually in the middle. When you're doing the easier ones like this, you kind of have less space for it, so you do have to find like the perfect spot, or just like keep digging around, which is honestly just kind of boring. So in here the grid doesn't grow, but you can see like it loses these and these and these, so like the bottom row of these, and you will see that there's no bombs in any of the, like no missing places, so you know that like it's not losing any bombs. So if the number is the same and it's not losing any possible bombs, then it means that it's not gaining anything. So these are also this one as well. Basically you just gotta keep digging, and if you dig hard enough, like here, oof, that's the problem, you gotta know where to dig. That's a big no. There you go, see? Sweet spot. Let me see. Oh. So again, these two bottom grids, it's not losing anything, any possible bombs. But here, it's the same, so these two are clean. This one's not great. Shit. God damn it. In this one, it's not losing any possible bombs, but it's gaining one, so it's going from 2 to 3. And the only one it's gaining, it's this one, so this one has to be, and now it's 2, 2. And that's a 0. See the corner, if you do like this, because it's the corner, you can't go even more to here, so you don't know if it's this or this. But if you go here, it's like other possible bombs, so you kind of need to dig the middle in order to dig the corner sometimes. That's what I meant earlier when I said that. Overall, this is just a game of patience. It takes a while. I just finished a run where it's like instead of these 5, it's like 7, so it was a 7x7 grid of 7x7 grids, and it had 100 bombs, and it was like, it's not hard, but it takes time. It took like 30 minutes or something. That's where I got the idea to make the video anyway. I was bored. I usually am. Let me see. No. No. It's losing. No. No, that's stupid. Wait. Where is it? Ah, fuck. Oh, so looky here. These two, nothing. Say one, so you know this one and this one are clean. Now, what you can do is, if you gain one, so it's either one of these two. You know that. So, if it is one of these two, these, so I think because this one, it's either here or here, because we know that like if you go 0, 1, and the only things that it's gaining, it's these two, one of these two. So one of these two is the bomb. So if you go here, it has this one, but also has this one. But because we know it's either here or here, we know that it can't be here. There we go. Again, it's a game of patience. You gotta find every single sweet spot in order to progress just a smidge. It's not a game for everyone, but honestly, if you have the patience for it, it's actually really fun as a pastime. You gotta have a little bit of the insanity, though. I can fully recognize that. Let's see. No. Ooh. Damn. God damn it. Let me think. No. Oh. Again, same thought processes earlier with this and this. So this one, if you go over here, it has this one, and this one as possible bombs. It can only be one, and we know it's either here or here, so this one is free. There we go. I don't think I can abuse these two anymore, but because we have this tile clean, we can probably mess with it. Probably a sweet spot open somewhere. You just need to find it. From here to here, it's not losing here, so it's not losing any possible spots, so you know that this one is free. There we go. With that, we can see that this one, we've opened a sweet spot here because it was either this one or this one. Since this one is not, you can just pop this, meaning we can also pop this, yes, meaning that this is 0, and pop this. So when you find that eureka moment is when the game starts to open up a lot, which, you know, minesweeper is just a game of finding that eureka moment, because now you see that like a lot of the game is opening up, so you just kind of need to do that a couple times, couple of like eureka moments, and you got yourself a game of minesweeper. Shit, let me find it. No. So this is a 2, it grows, but it's still a 2. So this one and this one are free. A 3 here goes to a 3. Oh no, same deal. I won't find much here. Maybe, oh no, 1 to 2. That's not particularly helpful. Oh, so here, oh no, this is just a straight up sweet spot. Never mind. I was gonna say something, but you don't need to complicate it. Sometimes keeping it simple is just nice. Jeez, I haven't even begun to crack this. Okay, so this is just like regular minesweeper, but you see how 1 goes to 2. It only gains 1, which means this one. So this one has to be 1. So there we go. Doesn't lose anything. So here and here. Still doesn't lose any possible spots. So here and here. There we go. As soon as I find one in this row, I will be opening up a lot of the game. The problem is just finding it. Finding that one pesky little clue like this, for example, where you're not losing any possible spots, but you're getting two, so get rid of those. Here? No. But here. Wait. There you go. So you see how you're not losing any possible spots, but you're getting one here. So this one is pop the 0, pop the 0. Sweet spot. Sweet spot, pop the 0. Now you just gotta be finicky with it. You gotta be thorough. You always gotta be thorough, to be fair, but now especially. Okay, so we've come to this. My theory that it has to be on this spot. I'm betting on this spot, but I'm not much of a gambling man. Either this or this, at least. Or maybe both. We'll see. We have all the time in the world. I do not care about the time. I suggest you don't if you play this game unless you want to really go pro with it. I don't particularly care. It has to be here in one of these. Wait. Yeah, so it has to be either here or here in one of these spots. So I'm gonna say something risky. I believe I was wrong previously because it gains one here. So here or here. So yeah. All right. And that means that this one is a spot because, let me explain properly. So I went from here to here, you gain one, so it has to be either this one or this one. But this one in here, you got this, and this previously. So you know it's either here or here, but has a one, so this one has to be free. So I was wrong previously, but that's fine. That's why you don't pop them, because you never know. And you'd lose 18 minutes of progress. But alright, you got a sweet spot now, but whatever, you get it now. It's just sweet spot. It's not that hard. I am assuming you guys watching at home understand now the thought process behind this. I'm hoping I did a fairly good job at explaining how all of this works. Now it's just a bit of a game of chance. I don't like chance like this. Because, oh, that's not good. That's not good. It's either top or bottom. So the two tops or the two bottoms. That's bad. I do not like risking it like that. That has not happened to me in a while. That's not good. I'm gonna risk it. Oh, well. You did see we got it almost right, except for the last one. But you know what? That was pretty entertaining for the video. Even if I did lose at the end. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll be sure to make more PowerPoint presentations in the future for you guys. And that's about it.